And let's get this started. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We are playing Lord of the Rings Online. And I am your host, Ferone the Gnome. And this evening we are going to be playing my level 55 High Elf Captain, Lurandon. He is currently in the Mines of Moria expansion in Lord of the Rings Online, also known as Lotro. For anybody that doesn't know, Lord of the Rings Online is an MMORPG. It's been out for 18 years. Head over to lotro.com, create an account, download the game, and play for free up to level 95. The current max level is 150. And Standing Stone Games makes the game, and they are coming out with expansions on a regular basis about once a year here lately. So the game is alive, well, and kicking, and it's the best MMORPG on the market. All right. So let's see what we got going on here. It keeps on giving me this anniversary thing every single time I log in on every single character I play. I don't know why it does that, but it does. We could do that again. That's where I left off the last time I played, was those people. I need to grab my bags real quick. Let's see, open shared storage. Actually, I think we're going to move on. We're going to go on to do a quest thing instead of doing those harvest nodes again. The harvest instances, I mean. Let's see here. The whole world. Not really. I don't think they can hear y'all. I'm pretty sure that they can't hear y'all. Somebody on the stream, let me know if y'all can hear a Filipina giggling in the background. I don't think they can hear that. Alrighty. Talk to you later. Alright. It's gonna be a fun night. Gonna be a fun night. I hope y'all hang out for all of it. I'm going to start out with some Lord of the Rings Online, then we will move to some console gaming. I'm not sure exactly what we're going to play, but it may include a little pink fat guy that takes on the personas of other things that he goes on. You may have heard of him. You may have. Let's see what else we got going on here. Did I miss? No, those are the... Okay, that's the quest things. That's not what I'm doing. Alright. We need to get our... Herald out here. We'll go ahead and pull out our healing herald just for the fun of it. We don't need much healing, but we'll pull him out anyway. There's Hills a lot back there. Somebody sent me a tell or something. Where's it at? I don't see it anywhere. Oh, do I not have my multi-stream on? Okay, now I got my multi-stream chat on. I can see it. Vin said nope. Thanks, Vin. I appreciate that greatly. Greatly appreciate that. I like this new outfit. I really do. Though, I also really love this outfit. That's one of my favorites on him. And then, you know, I said the other day I need to use this one more because I like it a lot as well. Let's do that one for tonight. That's a really wicked outfit. Alright. Let me tell my kinship. Hello. We have made it to the 21st hall. And we are supposed to go check in over here. With Bori, I believe. Why is this flickering on my screen up there? That is weird. Y'all see that as well, or is it just on my side? I think it's just on my side because I don't see it up there in the capture. That's wild. No, it is. It's flickering up there as well. Alright, I'm not paying attention to where I'm going. This is going to be bad. There we are. Oh my. There it is. Brolgers who we're going to see.
This needs doing.
Let's get this to where we can read it. Welcome to the Chamber of Leadership, Lurandon. From here, I will lead my people to even greater glory in Moria.
I can hardly believe that we are here. This is a joyous day for the dwarves.
The time of the dwarves is truly at hand, Lurandon. How ludicrous we were to fear that some curse might lie upon Moria after all these years. Had we returned before now, Moria might be thriving already. What's done is done. We are here now, and many of the dwarves of our expedition have ventured forth into deep tunnels, seeking great riches that must surely lie untouched within the caves of Moria. If you come across Roka or Utrig during their explorations of Zelamelech, be sure to lend them any assistance they may require. They set out through the southern passage from the 21st Hall, but where they went from there I do not know. Okay, so that's our next thing we need to do for the book, the Epic Quest line, here in Moria. And it's going to be down this way. Oh, actually, maybe these here. I don't know which one it is. We need to go over here and get the mount, the stable master, though. And I'm sure there's a quest over here for us to pick up as well. It's been a minute since I've been here. Let me check the taxidermist. I may have something to turn in.
You are ill-equipped to venture into Khazad-dûm.
Well, that's just dandy. He tells me I suck. Well, thanks for the vote of confidence, sir.
If we drive the orcs from Khazad-dûm, will it be enough?
Greetings, friend captain. I am Dari, and I hail from the Lonely Mountain. It is hard to believe we are truly treading the ancient paths of Khazad-dûm, is it not? It is enough to kindle a flame in the heart of even the stoniest dwarf. I'm sorry, that word threw me off. There's one thing in which I have a particular interest. The mirrors you may have seen about the 21st Hall. I believe there are 4 of them, and I have a theory about what they are for. Could you go and record some information about the mirrors, such as rotation, location, and so forth? I would like to study what you find. Okay, and that's the mission stable master. That's the difficulty guy. We don't really care about him right now. What else do we have? Quartermaster. Milestone. Let's grab this milestone. And there's quest to my right here. Bind. Yes. Alright. Oh, let's craft some modes. We don't need that. That's the VIP lady, and our VIP item is still got 13 days. I do see that our bags are completely and utterly stuffed, so we need to do something about that. Let's pull this down here, this over here. What is this one? Noble Mark Buff and Debuff Potency. Do we have that one? Nope. We don't use that one. So let's go ahead and let's pull up our shared storage. Crafting. Let's throw the crafting recipes in there for my alts and other characters. Here. This was another one, Noble Might. That was, wasn't that the one I was just checking on? Yeah, it was the one I was just checking on. What is this here? Virtue Acceleration Tome. 2,000 bonus virtue. Where the heck did I get that? Let me throw that over here in special. That is truly special. Okay. We will go ahead and break these 2 items down. We need some ancient script, definitely. And let's bring up the store and see what we can sell. It's 244. This is 244. That's another set right there of them. We're going to let that go. We're just going to do it. We are. We don't want to sell this, or this, or this, or that, or this. Yeah, the rest of it can go. Sell all. That cleared up a little bit of space. Not a lot, but a little bit. All of this junk taking up my space. Okay, now we can actually do something. We need to find quests, though. And
These
alright,
halls will be
we got the
great
stable
once more.
master. Why is there 2 stable masters? That's a new one.
Dwarves must fight for dwarves.
Why has it got a green on it?
The shadow of Mordor will not long fill the halls of
That's
Khazad-dûm.
odd. It stays on him. I don't know what's going on with that. Alright, what else we got? I think these are small
What
fellowship.
foul and
Yeah, well, it's
nameless
even
things
not
we
even
face
small.
in
It's actual
Moria, I
fellowship.
know not.
Solo. Something
Many
we can
foul
collect a
things dwell
barrel
in the
of
depths
fungus.
of the mountains. I fear the orcs will be the least of our
I have known
troubles.
for some time that there was something truly vile happening at the foundations of stone. Before I sent my agents to the shadowed refuge, I saw orcs, or things that looked like they were once orcs, picking through the fungus there. They had these great barrels on their side that they stuffed the fungus into and then mashed to a fine pulp. Before I send you off to the shadowed refuge, I want you to understand what this means and how vile this truly is. On the outskirts of the shadowy dark, you will find these collectors. Hunt one down and bring its barrel back to me. Begin your search southeast of here. When the ground grows moist and the area dark with traces of red emanating from the fungus, you will know that you are in the right place. We'll take that one because it's soloable.
Abide here a moment.
That's a
and speak
fellowship,
with
so
me.
that's a no. And I think these 2 guys are fellowship.
We have little time to speak.
And
Great
yeah.
events have been set in
So
motion.
no on those.
Abide here a moment and speak with me.
Was there not enough? Oh, here he is. Simbi over here.
Stand and speak with me. The fate of Khazad-dûm hangs in the balance.
Do you have time enough to aid the expedition again? I would like you to speak with a friend of mine, Aguti. He has traveled deeper into Moria with the expedition, and I have yet to hear back from him. You can find Aguti down in the old waterworks in a place we call the Rotting Cellar, southwest of here, past the Silvertine Lodes. I'm given to understand that it isn't considered the most comfortable post. And did you have a quest? Not yet. He will eventually. I gotta turn the fan up. I'm burning up in here. 1 second. Whew, man. Much better. Much better. Alright, let's see if I have the ability to do the riddle thing. I really don't know if I do or not. Hey, he's actually using it. A riddle in Felgutter's strange written language. Dwarf walketh over, dwarf walketh under. In time of war, dwarf burneth asunder. A bridge? Pretty sure it's a bridge. Is there anything out here? I still haven't done this, have I? Let's go ahead and get it over with.
Abide here a moment and speak with me.
This is a session play. Anybody who's played Lord of the Rings online for any amount of time hates session plays, but there are session plays in the game. So we're going to go ahead and get this one over with so we can get credit for it. I will tell you the story of the fall of Moria if you will hear it. Perhaps one day your part in our expedition to reclaim this place will be an important narrative for a new tale, eh? I warn you thus, it is a sad story, only now do we endeavor to give it a happier ending. So we'll accept it, we'll right click on him, we'll click this thing, it'll log me out, log me into a character to play in this session. So we'll do that. They're not bad, it's just they're time consuming and it's like I would rather just have this be in the game where I'm playing my character, but you know. There's a number of these in the game. Less of them as you get higher up in the expansions.
Too deep and too greedily the dwarves delved. Little did they know what darkness truly lay in the deep places of the misty mountains. But Durin would not be dissuaded. Alas,
There we are.
what sorrow and shadows would come to Moria.
It helps to have a oh, that sucks. To have a layout saved that you can use, and it didn't move everything. That sucks. Can I move this with this? No. How about the Alt key? No. All right. Control / will give you this so that you can move it. These I can move. It's supposed to be. What the heck? There it is. Forgot it was the Alt key you hold down when you click some of them to get them to move. Was there another one? Seems like, yep, it's right there. See why people don't like the session play? Indeed completed. And it won't even load up. There we are. Okay, now let's see if we can do this. Well, y'all may want to hear it. Let me go ahead and read it. There thou art, Nafni. Where hast thou been? Lord Durin has been asking for thee. The elf delegates from Lothlorien are soon due, and he has some business to which he wants thee to attend before they arrive. He sits on his throne, Nafni. Go to Durin and lend him thine assistance, as if, good God, as is thy wont and thy duty. I hate wording that's so hard to understand. All right, we'll hit this button. It'll make us run really fast. So this is in the very, 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 very distant past, and we're playing through what happened to create the fall of Moria, basically. All right, Nafni, my friend. I was hoping to speak with thee before the party from the Elf Woods arrived. Thank thee for coming, Nafni. The delegation of elves will be here very soon, and I had hoped to ask thee something. We have not had as many dealings with the elves as once we did, and it is my hope that this meeting will rekindle the old friendships. The glory and wealth of Khazad-dûm is limitless, even if Mithril is becoming more scarce by the year, but with the aid of the elves we might delve even farther afield. We must look to the future. It is to that end that I wish to make a gift to my son Nain, for he will be king when I am gone, though it not be for many years. Speak to Melkoff, stonecarver, on the western side of the hall about making a statue for my son. It will stand in this throne room when the time of his kinship is nigh. Alright, so we take that quest from him, and we hit our little button to run fast again. The stonecarver guy's right over here. Nafni, hello, hello. It is an honor to speak with one held so highly in my lord's esteem. You describe the statue Durin wishes Melkoff to make for Nain. It will be done, friend Nafni, with all haste, but not so quickly that the product suffers. It will capture young Nain's lordly countenance, and were he to stand very still, no dwarf in Khazad-dûm could tell the difference. Please tell my lord Durin that I will begin right away. And we run back up there. I like how when you hit the button to make him run fast, it sounds like he slaps himself. He's like, ugh. Think thee, Nafni. Melkoff is an unparalleled artist whose works will always have renown for their place within Khazad-dûm. Go to Sveri at the front gate of the throne room and await the delegates from Lorien. My son will be escorting them hither. Now we run back to the front. We need another slap. There it goes. Can you imagine doing this without that run speed thing? That would be enough to make me say, nope, not doing it. Ever. The elves are nearly here, Nafni, escorted by Nain, the son of Durin. They will surely be impressed by the majesty of Durin's halls. But let us not reveal our pride. The way of the dwarf is to be humble before his guest. Nafni, as thou dost know... Let's see, who writes like that? Nafni, as thou dost know well. They shall not be helped to marvel at the halls of Durin. They shall not but help to marvel at the halls of Durin. I'm going to learn to read eventually. Did they not live among the trees? The great pillars of Durin's city are like two trees, but shaped from the very roots of the stone earth in stunning artistry. Look, there they are, right on time. Welcome back, Lord Nain, and warmest greetings to the esteemed guest of Durin. Very good, Sveri. Nafni, come here. Nafni, these are the elves of Lorien come to speak with my father about our continued friendly relations and trade. Wouldst thou announce to my father that we have arrived? Let me translate this into today's language. Would you go tell my father that they're here? Alright, thank you. Let's hit the button. And slap herself and go very fast. And of course, the other thing is, while you're in a session play, you're technically not logged into your character. So if you're in a kinship, you're logged out. They think that you logged out. You can't talk to them, they can't talk to you. Here, let's right-click on him. I thank thee, Nafni. I see that they have come, and I am ready to speak with them about the continued friendship of the dwarves. Come closer, friends. From Lorien, the hospitality of my house is yours. Now, zoom out further so I can see everything that's being said. Probably not. He said, we thank you for the courteous welcome, Durin, King of Dwarves. Thy son has been so kind as to show us some of the exquisite work of thy people. Very good, very good. It is a joy to hear words of appreciation from such honored guests. Our peoples have been too long estranged. Ask anything of me, and it will be yours. I have heard rumor that the mithril of Khazad-dûm is becoming more scarce. Lies, spread by enemies of the dwarves. I am sorry. You must forgive my frustration. Such rumors would wound my pride. Just this morning I received word of more mithril deposits below our deepest delvings. I will show them to you, that you may know the majesty of our mines. Nafni, come here. Yes, sir. We will go at once and impress upon our visitors the glory and bounty of the dwarves. And here we go, to impress the wonder and beauty of the stuff to our visitors. We think there is mithril down here, but something has driven the cave claws wild. This cavern is deep and untamed, Nafni, and something seems to have stirred up the cave claws and deep claws that burrow here in the depths. Be so good as to clear this cave of the beast so we may proceed to the mithril deposits in safety. Okay, let's see if we can find these bad guys. Here's some right here. Oh my god, just die already. So that's the other thing, is you don't get to play as your character. You're playing as this character and his abilities, and it's painful. I want to play my real character. Let's see here. And I don't like the layout they've got on this. I need to move my hotbars around. I know y'all. Oh, you can see it where that's located. Okay. Let me move this here, 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 and here. Move this one over here. There we are. Next. Any more over here? There's not. One more. Alright, we got him. Let's go back and talk to Durin. Very good, my friend. Now we will show the elves the great bounty of mithril that still lies beneath Khazad-dûm. Now to the deepest passage. This way, my lord. My team found mithril down this passage. Help him break through this wall, Nafni. I'm trying to. There he goes. That did it, Nafni. Alright, we did it. Holy crap, what is that? What manner of beast? Nafni, protect my son. He must rule in Khazad-dûm now. Oh no, Nafni, we're trapped. Well, we need to get out of here. Stay here, Nafni. It is Durin's command that thou must live. If I could just get this wall to open up, that would be fantastic. I got a feeling that this is going to end poorly. You got this, Dirt. Well, maybe you don't. Okay, can I get through this wall now? Really like to leave now. Thinking leaving would be a good idea. Seriously, not funny anymore, guys. Let me out. Go! Run, you fools! Unless you've got a wizard with you, I don't think we're beating that. Doom upon the halls of the dwarves. Doom upon the halls of the dwarves. You said that once, you're saying it twice now. She's very upset. What was that terror? It's a terror from another age, a Balrog of Morgoth. Balrog, I mean. 1,000 curses on the greed of dwarves, it should be slumbering still. What of the fabled courage of the elves? I did not see thee stand against the shadow. Thou hast doomed thyself, and thy kingdom will perish. I shall warn the sylvan elves to flee ere this evil spills from thy gates. We must retreat, Nafni. We have no other option. But I swear on my father's name that I shall slay this Balrog, this ancient evil, this horror from a distant age. Khazad-dûm will not fall. I swear that one day I shall have vengeance on it. I cannot die here, Nafni. Slow its pursuit. Oh, okay. I'll help fight it. Okay. I think I died. Pretty sure I died. And that is the end of that session play. Now we can load back into our character. Wish I had some coffee. I need to make me some coffee. Coffee would be good. I like coffee. Come on. Load up. It's one of the things I don't like about the session plays. It takes forever getting in and out of it. Not the only reason I don't like it, but one of the reasons I don't like it. Alright. And of course we got the anniversary thing yet again. Let's just go ahead and take it. I've taken it many times, and every time I log in it gives it to me again. Let's see here.
Dwarves must fight for dwarves.
Though Nain and his kinsmen stood against the great evil that slew Durin, they did not stand long. Nain was killed by the shadow of the following year, and the dwarves were forced to abandon Khazad-dûm. Many of the Sylvan elves departed Lothlorien in anger and fear, flying southward and cursing the dwarves as they went. Thank you for listening to the tale, my friend. You see now the importance of this expedition to my people. There we are. We have that all finished up. We can go do the other quest here. Let's get our person back out. Let's get a archer out this time. There we are. And we're going to go around the four corners of the 21st Hall and find the mirrors that the dwarf was wanting us to find. If anybody's looking for a kinship, I am on the Peregrine server. I run the Lore-bound Walkers. Very nice kinship. A lot of people. Very friendly. You can go to Ferone.com, click on our Discord server link, and introduce yourself in the introductions channel. We'll get you some access and get you set up, and you can come hang out with us and have a lot of fun. We're very new and returning player friendly, which means we'll try to answer your questions. If we don't know the answer, we'll tell you where to go find them, which usually is the Lotro Wiki. It's a very good wiki, honest to God. We have a very active Discord server, by the way. Even if you don't become a member or don't play Lord of the Rings Online, we still have many channels and categories there. It is set up as a community Discord, not just a Discord server, so please check it out. Go to Ferone.com and you can find the link. While you're there, click on the Ferone Plays console games and Ferone Plays slots, and subscribe to those YouTube channels and help me get that all rolling downhill. Even with the ceiling fan it cranked up, I'm still burning up. It's going to be a hot summer. And it's just beginning. Mines of Moria, such an amazing expansion. I did not play it back in the day when it came out. I was playing EverQuest at the time, and a lot of people say that it was pretty brutal and hard to get through when it first came out. It's been adjusted over the years, and I think it's amazing, honestly, but a lot of people played it back when it first came out, and it left a massively bad taste in their mouth. So I feel sorry for those people, because this honestly is one of my favorite MMOs.
Balin came, but we have heard no word from him.
Good work, Lurandon. Now let me take a look at the recordings you made.
What foul and nameless things we face in Moria, I know not.
According to your own documentation, the mirrors seem to be pointed at one another from the four corners of the 21st hall. The only one that doesn't match the others is the third. I wonder, would you be so good as to return to the third mirror and give it a little push? I would like to see what happens if the angles align. So the third one is where exactly? It's that one. I think that's a cool mount. I got it. It's already been 41 minutes. It's unbelievable. It's almost already been an hour. The stream feels like it just started, honestly.
It is said that Durin's Bane dwells here, though we have not seen it.
Alright. Aha! Light! I knew it! The mirrors are an ancient light system of Moria. This technology is brilliant, but it has long been forgotten. What an incredible discovery! Alright, we don't need a shield, but what's the ring like? Critical defense. Doesn't even have might on it. We'll take it anyway. We'll take it and we'll just blindly right-click it to put it on whatever slot it hit. We're trying hard, aren't we? Alright, so, what's this white thing? Oh, the riddles. Let's go take care of the riddle real quick. Okay, so I said I thought the riddle was bridge, and here's the bridge plaque. So let's right click on it. We completed the riddle. Did that open a chest somewhere? What about this one? No. Where did it open? No. I could have sworn that it opened a chest or something for us to click on, but I guess it didn't. Am I mistaken, or am I just losing my mind? Where's the riddle on there? Doesn't say. I'm sure we completed it. Yeah, my Herald is stuck back there. My pet, or whatever you want to call him. And he's gone. Let's pull him out again. There we are. So do I right click on it again? No, it's already done. I don't know. It's been too long since I've done the riddles. I don't remember what I'm supposed to do with it. I don't think I need to talk to any of them anymore. Alright, let's head on to the next thing. So, yeah, let's mount up and go this direction. See if we can't hit 56 in tonight's stream. That's our goal right now, is to hit 56 for this stream at least. I've always thought Moria was beautiful. Oops, wrong button. I mean, look at that. That is really awesome looking. Oops, forgot I already used my my ranged ability. Man, I'm kicking their butt. I mean, they don't even last a second against me. Right over here. There he is. Okay. Uroka.
Azog's folk have not yet fully repaid for the crimes against us.
Hell, High Elf, I have been exploring the lost halls of my fathers. It is a remarkable experience. The great history of this place fills me with wonder at every turn. Roker's eyes narrow and he stares piercingly into the shadows. Did you hear that? There's someone there. Prepare yourself for battle. Show yourself, villain! He bore the mark of the White Hand. Tell Lord Broger of this at once. Okay. Lord Broger, I have news.
The sign of the White Hand, you say?
He owes you his life, Lurandon. He has always been headstrong and impertinent, but I cannot blame him here. God, that's hard to read. Desire to claim the riches of Khazad-dûm has blinded many dwarves to the minding of their own safety. Still, he is fortunate that you came along when you did. Uruks are fierce and not to be underestimated. Tell me more of this Uruk scout. There's something about your story that gives me pause.
We must do something about the White Hand within Moria.
Are you certain that the Uruk you fought bore the mark of the White Hand? That is very unusual, Lurandon. What compelled these creatures to enter Moria? They certainly did not come the way we did. That means they must have gone around the mountains and come in from the east. But for what purpose? Some suspicious plot is afoot, and I do not like it. It is no matter. Any Orc or Uruk is a threat to us. Those of the White Hand no less than any others. Search out Orcs of any allegiance throughout Zelamelik and the Redhorn Lodes, and defeat them wherever possible. The only Orc I like is a dead one. Let me check something here real quick. Yep, that's fine. Didn't gain anything. Well, I did get this. And that's worthless, but at any rate, let's go ahead and use these reputation items. There we are. Alright, so we don't have anything else up here. We do have this over at the Redhorn Lodes. Well, he didn't give me a quest to go over there. Hold on. What's he saying? Defeat orcs. Oh, just plain defeat orcs, period. Defeat them. Do it. You'll enjoy it. It'll be fun. What do we got over here? There was a quest over here I was seeing. Oh, that's that one there. Hold it. Did I really miss that? Oh my god. I did miss that. I was supposed to map that. Alright, back that direction. We missed something. Oh, don't start yawning already. Holy crap. I wish this mount was faster. Unfortunately, it is the fastest it can be. 78%. The only thing faster is a War Steed. And I'm not at Riders of Rohan expansion yet on this character to have a War Steed. Can't believe I failed to do this over here. Oh, I should have saw it right there. My bad. Alright. We will get off the mount. Click this thing. There we are. Now we can go to the next one, which is right back here where we just came from. Oh, man. Oh, stop yawning. Come on, it's only 8:30. Freaking sitting here just yawning like mad. Alright, and we go turn this in down here. Oh, actually, we have to draw this part on the map as well. And now, what do we do with it? Speak to Thalfi in the Chamber of Crossroads. Okay.
Dwarves must fight for dwarves.
Dwarves must fight for dwarves.
We'll do a swift. Take the swift route back. I know I'm not super entertaining tonight. I'm just so tired.
These halls will be great once more.
You drew this, Lurandon? Why, this is even better than the original. I appreciate the detail you put in. Have you not considered a career in map making? Whenever I travel the Winding Way, I will think of you. You have my thanks. And that quest is done. Woohoo! Was there anything else up here? These guys are just the, yeah, those are the, brain went dead.
The time has come to drive forth the orcs
Fellowship
from our
quest.
kingdom.
Alright, 21st Hall. I gotta turn the fan up to full. I am sweating. Sweating bad. And I need to check on something over here. Make sure ants aren't attacking again like they did before. I don't see them. Much better. Alrighty, let's see. We're back over here, and what do we need to do now? We didn't really have any quest over here. Just these guys with the Fellowship quest.
If we are to find Mithril and Khazad-dûm, we will first have to deal with the orcs. Standard,
those
speak
are all
with me.
Fellowship
The fate of
quests.
Khazad-dûm hangs in the balance.
We have seen naught of Durin's bane.
There's
Be
nothing
wary if
over
you journey
here.
into Moria.
Is there one here I'm missing? Oh, that's just that guy. And neither of these. He's the moat collector person. No, there's nothing else. Okay, then let's get on our mount and move on. We will go to Nulamelek or Zillamelek. Zillamelek. Let's kill orcs down in this area. Sounds like a plan to me. Sounds like a plan, Stan. Go ahead and get something over here downloading while I ride to where we're going. Forget every time you take one of those routes with a stable master, you have to recall your herald out and buff again. What game is this? This is Lord of the Rings Online, my friend. This game is incredible. This is an MMORPG about the Lord of the Rings. You can go to lotro.com, create an account, download the game for free, and play for free up to level 95. Stay in Stone Games is the current developer of the game, and they're making expansions for it. It's been in development or in production for 18 years. And it's extremely good. I need more orcs. Can't believe I can't find more orcs. Ooh, there's a game I may play. I haven't played that in a long time. I found orcs. This is the captain class that I'm actually playing. Seems legit, kind of reminds me of old school WoW. Yep, for the most part. It's extremely story-based. A lot like how Final Fantasy XIV is as an MMORPG. Does have group and raid content, but the game is highly soloable. Go in here and I can show you that the different trees for this class, I chose the red tree, and basically that's like a DPS spec, and then you choose your points as you're going. In fact, we have a point to spend. I didn't realize we had a point sitting there waiting all this time. Take that. Then you also have your racial traits. By doing particular deeds, you earn traits that you can slot. And you have your virtue traits, so you level these up independently themselves as well. Like this one is at rank 26 of 27. As you gain levels, the amount that you can go up in each one goes up a lot, and you slot them at any given time. So like this one gives me 203 maximum morale, 65 tactical mitigation, 51 critical defense, and then a passive bonus of 31 maximum morale. So the ones that I don't have slotted, trying to see if I have an example of one. I don't really have one. Well, okay, you can see right there the passive says 4 maximum morale. It adds 4 morale. You'll get that no matter if you slot it or not. So if you level up the other ones, you get bonuses from them as well. Active is the player base, like old school MMOs, but a lot of them seem kind of dead. This is definitely not a dead game. They just opened the 64-bit servers. They've been on 32-bit for 17 years. And the 64-bit servers came out and they gave everybody free transfers to the 64-bit servers. There's only 4 64-bit servers, so they pretty much consolidated everybody down into those servers, and because of that, the servers are packed, quite literally. One of the European servers, and I forget the name, was so packed that there was a queue to get into the game a lot of times. I am on the Peregrine server. That is a roleplay encouraged server. It says roleplay, but it's not enforced. Basically just means you find nicer people here. This is an American server. But the game is absolutely massive. I mean, it's massive. Like I said, it's been out for 18 years, and they keep adding more and more areas. Tons and tons of stories. So when you look around right now, you're like, well, I don't see other people around you. That's because the world is insanely large. Each class in the game is pretty unique and plays its own way, which is very nice, because a lot of MMOs these days, all the classes are basically homogenous. They're just different names to the exact same abilities. In this game, all the classes are unique, and it's really cool. Like this class, the captain, it's actually a pet class, and I forgot to get my pet out, my herald. That particular herald is a archer. He's a ranged damage. I have a healer one, a tanky one, and so on and so forth. There's a brawler that basically beats the crap out of everything. Champion is a melee damage dealer that just destroys everything. Lore Master is a basically think of Gandalf. There's a Rune Keeper that is another caster, very much like a mage in other games, even though the Tolkien lore is not supposed to have mages. There's a Warden. There's a lot. There's a lot of classes. The shape-shifting bear people, Bjornings, you can be one of them. This particular melee class is really interesting because he can buff himself and his group, a lot of buffs, very powerful. He can debuff the monsters that they're fighting. He can heal, he can tank, and he has a pet. I freaking love this class. And of course, healing in this game is not really called healing, it's morale. So it's kind of like you're cheering them up. Woo, go team, go! I don't know why. I guess it's just because of Lord of the Rings, you know, lore and stuff like that. The things that you typically call it one thing in 99% of the other MMOs, it's called differently here. Like a group in Lord of the Rings is called a fellowship. A guild is called a kinship. You don't have health, you have morale. They do crazy things like that. We need to head back and talk to Broger. There's a mount over here. There it is. Perfect.
May Durin return soon to his halls.
Head to the 21st hall. Turn in this quest and probably ding us. There's a ton of mounts to collect, a ton of pets, a ton of emotes, all collection stuff. Like if I go to this collection panel here, you got 430 pets to collect, 267 mounts to collect, 238 emotes. These are all the stable master locations, 320 of those. There's a hobby called birding where you go out and locate birds. Thanks for the follow and the donate. Wow, you may very well be the first person to ever super chat my channel. I appreciate that. You are an awesome person. 340 birds to find, and this is the new baubles thing. 48 baubles to find. Let's see what you said here. That's cool. I'll have to check it out sometime. Thanks, man. Got to go to bed. Have a good night and good luck streaming. I appreciate that. I really do. I'm serious. I think you were the first person to ever do a super chat. Somebody actually cares. I may cry. Alright, let's see here.
You've done well.
Thank you again for your service. I don't like that there are so many orcs in Moria, but I am particularly troubled by the presence of those of the White Hand. Either they followed us somehow, or they were here first. Neither of these possibilities bodes well for my folk. Alright, we get to choose something. The weapon is going to be irrelevant, because once you get your LI, unless you're a dual wielder, you don't use those anymore. Hey, you have a nice night, Jacob, and I hope to see you around again. So basically we got the ring that we can get, and I'm not going to put that ring on. It's okay, but I'm not going to put it on. We'll finish now.
You should help my dwarves unearth the buried chamber of records.
The White Hand will have to wait, Lurandon, because War has sent me word that he wants your help. You remember War, don't you? He supervised the opening of the Holland Gate, and has a very high opinion of you, as do we all, of course. His team of workers have been excavating the Chamber of Mazerbul, the Chamber of Records, located just north of the 21st Hall and on the right. Walk there and speak with War about the task he has for you. We will discuss the White Hand problem upon your return. Okay, we are very close to leveling. I think if we go over here and talk to War, we'll probably ding, and that'll be that. Yeah, it still amazes me to this day how many people have never heard of Lord of the Rings Online. Because literally it's 18 years old. There's some MMOs still out there running that are older. EverQuest. XXIV, I'm sure, is older. Or, hold on, FFXI, the old one. World of Warcraft. But Lotro's been around for a really long time. And massive IP. I mean, we're talking about the Lord of the Rings, Tolkien lore. It's massive IP. And the problem is the company just doesn't advertise. They do not advertise. And it blows my mind every time somebody comes across one of my streams and is like, what game is that?
Something collapsed the roof of this chamber. I know not what.
There you are, Lorandon. Have some work for you if you don't mind getting your hands dirty. This place was called the Chamber of Mazerbul because it once stored important records of its day. At some point during the long years that Moria stood empty, the ceiling seems to have collapsed. As you can see, the whole room has been filled with rubble and debris. Excuse me. We're trying to search through the debris for anything of interest we can find. Help my dwarves with this task and bring me anything noteworthy. Okay, so let's sift through the debris and see what we can find. Yeah, this expansion is technically the first expansion in the game. Very, very, very old. This is Mines of Moria. Then there is Siege of Mirkwood, Rise of Isengard, Riders of Rohan. What comes after Riders of Rohan? Is it Mordor, I think, if I'm not missing one between there. Fate of Gundabad, Corsairs of Umbar, Legacy of Morgoth, and a crap ton of what they call quest packs all in between all of that. Find a damaged book. Is there anything else I'm supposed to pick up? I don't think so. Is that it? Just come back in? Oh, it says bring the book back to Broger. Okay. I feel like I'm getting bit. Is there ants in here somewhere? It's springtime, and I have ant issues. It usually happens right outside my window, and sometimes they make their way in here, and I feel like I'm getting bit, but I don't see ants, and that's got me worried. Because the last time, that there was ants, they ended up living in my router and killed it, and I did not know about it until I saw it. Massive mound over there, so it's got me a little worried. But it's been a few years since then, and I'm hoping that that's not happening again. But I swear to God, I feel something biting me. I want to do some cleaning tonight after the stream, see if I can make sure that they haven't made a nest in here somewhere. All I need is to look in my computer and find a big old nest of ants. That would be freaking great, wouldn't it? Oh my God. Alright, so let's go back over here and talk to Broger. I mean, they killed my router last time. Little bitty ants. I'm going to clean all of this off. I've been intending to take the PlayStation 5 and put it in the living room, hook it up to the big screen TV for a long time anyway, so that's part of the cleanup process in here. It's springtime. It's time for spring cleaning, right? I mean, why
I cannot
not?
bear to read this book.
Boger takes the book from you and flips gingerly through some of the brittle pages. His breath catches as comprehension appears to draw on him. This is the book of Mazarbul, and it seems to contain a record of Balin's settlement. It is grim reading, Lurandon. If you would be so good as to bring it to my cousin Bozi, he will want to see it. He has always had more of a stomach than I for records such as this. I do not want to read of their horrific end. It is enough for me to know that they are dead. Bozi is still in the chamber of the crossroads in Durin's Way, north of the Great Delving. Okay, so we'll head over to the Great Delving. Can't believe I haven't dinged yet. Really thought I would have dinged by now. We'll head over here to the Stable Master and take the swift route to it.
May Durin return soon to his halls.
Chamber of the Crossroads, there it is. Had my mouse right on it and was going back and forth trying to find it. It's like, duh, I can't find it. Duh. Sorry. Have to talk to the girlfriend. She comes before everything else. That's just all there is to it. Let's see. If you're watching, Anna, love you very much.
This looks to be grim reading.
What have you
But
brought
I
me,
will
my
do
friend?
so from the beginning.
Bozi leafs through the book, and a look of deep sadness settles upon his features as he comes to understand what the brittle pages are saying. This is a record of Balin's expedition, and tells of their unhappy end. At least we now know what befell our kin in Moria. Black pit indeed. Or so it seems in my grief. I will read it from the beginning, but in the meantime I would have your help with another matter so that I may devote my attention to this.
The dwarves of my expedition are getting restless.
One of my dwarves, a miner by the name of Svini, has taken it upon himself to attack the goblins of the Silvertine Lodes. He has the strength of limb to match his headstrong nature, but there are too many goblins in that place for even him to conquer alone. Wait, do not leave for Gamophilic just yet, for that is not where my dwarf has gone. Svini believes that goblins have a home in the waterworks. I heard him vow to follow the mining tracks that run through the Silvertine Lodes down to the flooded deeps themselves. Look for the southernmost tracks on your map. You will find Svini searching there for goblins. I will continue to read from the Book of Mazarbul, Lurandon, but you must journey to the southernmost reach of the Silvertine Lodes to dissuade Svini from his foolhardy mission. Do not doubt that he will slay many goblins, but he will not know when to retreat. You must find him and rescue him from his own folly. So if we check our map, that's what I thought. He's going to be right down here. We can head down to Deep Descent or Silvertine Workside, either one of those, and that'll get us real close to it.
These halls will be great once more.
Oh, first I guess we got to go back to Dovin View. That would be the best. Alright. And from here we can take the Stable Master.
The time has come to drive forth the orcs from our kingdom.
Deep Descent or Silvertine Worksite, that'll be a lot closer. They've added some Stable Masters to this in the past year, because they had a couple of legendary servers. It's similar to what World of Warcraft did with the Classic server and EverQuest does with their TLP servers. Their legendary servers, they start over with just the beginning content and slowly add more to it. Well, this past year when they did these, they made what was called Veil of the Nine legendary servers, and it was a special version of it and started over at the beginning. But when they opened up the Mines of Moria expansion, the first expansion of the game, like I said before, when they opened that up, they added some things and changed some things in here to make it a little more user-friendly. So they added more stable masters, including this one here. I don't remember him ever being here before. So it's a little easier to get around Mines of Moria than it used to be. Hour and 23 minutes. We're at 9 o'clock, 9 p.m. Let's see if we can find Zvini down here somewhere. Let's go ahead and jump off and kill these worms. Should be right. Yeah, he's right there in front of me. That's where I thought he was. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and harvest these nodes real quick.
Balin came, but we have heard no word from him.
Bosi wants me to return to the Chamber of the Crossroads. I cannot do that now, Lurandon. There are goblin necks to hew. Come fight by my side. Turn to Lord Bosi and tell him that these goblins have long memories. Okay? So we'll fly back over there. So yeah, they're wanting us to head back up here to the crossroads here. Oops. Where was that mount at? Oh, we're not there yet. It's up this way. I was getting turned around. Gotta love this class. Problem is, I say that about every single class I play, but the thing is all the classes are freaking fun. It's hard to find a class that's not fun to play.
The day of the dwarves is coming.
Deep descent. Then from here we can get to Dolphin View and there to
The shadow of Mordor will not long fill the halls of Khazad-dûm.
Just to show y'all, let's
May
go ahead
Durian
and
return soon to his
go to the
halls.
Chamber of Crossroads, but we won't take the Swift, so I can show y'all this isn't just instanced areas. It is a full, large zone. I mean, massive. The whole Moria thing. You don't zone when you go around through here. I just use the Swift to get around because you get there quicker. But this will give you a sense of the actual size of some of this. Of course, when you're on a stable master mount, the mobs don't attack you, so it's a little goofy on that, but don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. If you were on your own mount running around, they would hit you. It's kind of like in World of Warcraft how you had the flight masters and the flight paths. That's the stable masters. So many similarities in all these games. Alright, we're back at the Chamber of Crossroads.
Thank you for saving Swaina. From the goblins and from himself.
You found Sphena. I'm glad, for he is strong of arm and valiant. We will have need of him for many days to come. I hope he does not get himself into trouble before then. I have read more of the Book of Mazarbul.
I am worried that the account in
Level
the Book
56.
of Mazarbul might happen again.
Alright. It is worse than I expected, Lurandon. Balin's final lot was grim. I have not yet read all, but there is much here we should take as a warning. They were greatly outnumbered, but seemed not to know this until it was too late. Return to the Chamber of Leadership off the 21st Hall in Zelamelik and tell my cousin Broger to be more cautious. I am worried that if we do not take lessons from Balin's expedition, we may be doomed to his fate. Perhaps I am overreacting. Indeed, I hope that is the case. Regardless, bring my warning to Broger as quickly as you may. As quickly as you may, but not right now, tonight. Because we've been going for an hour and a half on this particular stream. Let's see, we did make another level. Did that give us... Nope, that wasn't a level that gave us a point to spend. Let's check our bags. Oh yeah, we got lots of crap. Lots of crap to deal with. Let's open that up. Make haste duration. Ooh, I do want to check something. I just thought of it. Right click here. Open legendary item forge. We can reforge. We can reforge our legendary items. Okay, so it was called Lurandon's Great Sword of Light. This time we will call it Lurandon's... Y'all have an idea? Y'all have an idea? I'm thinking of an idea, but I'm not. It's not coming to me. Lurandon's... Lurandon's Boomstick of Power. See if it'll allow me to use that name. It did. All tracery slots can be upgraded to level 60. One new slot has been unlocked. Okay, then we have the other item. When you look at your stuff, the captain has a weapon of a legendary item, and he has a class item over here. This is an emblem, and that is also a legendary item, so we are going to reforge it as well. At level 56, I believe we got to reforge. Let's see, we will call this Lurandon's Book of Stuff. Reforge item. All tracery slots can be upgraded to level 60. One new slot has been unlocked. Alright, perfect. So we got new slots to deal with, and that's a good thing. What's the make haste duration? That is this, isn't it? I love make haste. I really do. This will make it to where that it's 8 more seconds long. It's kind of... Don't know if I want to waste a slot with that. I'll be honest with you, because there's a lot of things you can buy and put in there. But, just for my own sanity's sake, I kind of like the idea of being able to run longer. What else do we got? We got reputation items. Let's go ahead and use those. Let's see if we can pop our reputation here up. another rank. I would just hold down the button, I think it's Alt and then clicking or whatever to use all of them at once, but they claim there was a bug with that right now, so I don't want to risk it. So I'm actually clicking each one every time to make it go through that. Alright, so what else do we got here? Anniversary gift box, we're not opening that right now. And a bunch of junk. Yeah, more or less. Let's sell stuff. Browse the shop. Sell, sell. You know what? It's even faster if you do it like this. We will keep this. Keep this. Is that better than what I got? Nope. That's it. We'll get rid of the rest. Sell all. Repair. Nothing to repair. Alright, so let's open up our 2 auto gatherers and empty them out and sort them into the appropriate crafting carry-alls before I put my bags up into the shared storage for my next time when I play. Always do this. It's always the thing that I do. So now I'll open up all of my large crafting carry-alls. There we are. If it's not a 50 of 50, we're not going to deal with it just yet. And there's a reason for that. There's a 50 of 50. 50 of 50. 50 of 50, would you believe? A 50 of 50. Here we are. Okay, so the 50 of 50s we're going to put up at the top up here. And I'll show you why in just a second. Now the other ones, we'll put them down here. And that one's very close to being 50 of 50. And we'll put this one here. This one here. This one over here. And would you believe this one right here. Alright, so the reason the 50-50s are up here because I can just hit gather since it's 50 of 50 capacity. I don't have to worry about it pulling anything that I don't want going into those bags. Alright, now the jewelry is at 49 of 50. So do I see jewelry over here I can throw in that can be used? Let's put it in there. That made it 50-50. I can hit the button to get the other ones. Alright, Prospector. These are hides. Those go into leather. What is this? Iron. Okay. That goes to Prospector. Sea stones, that goes to jewelry, which is capped, so we'll put it in our overflow. Ingots, that goes, we'll put that in Prospector. And wax goes into special. And this is a hide, isn't it? Yeah, leather. This is going to be scholar, which is capped, so that goes to overflow. This is going to be sapphires. Hold on, whoa. No, those are special. Yeah, they go into special. Or is that not? Oh, it's not a crafting ingredient. My bad. This goes into Prospector. Prospector, I believe. This goes into tailoring. And that's it. Okay, so we can now close this up. We're done there. I'm not going to spend the time tonight to go fix my LIs. Let me show you this real quick. So let me pull up my LI, legendary item. This is the weapon LI. You can see I gained a new slot there, word of power slot. So I can put a tracery there. Like this is a word of mastery, so that would not work there. It'd work in one of these, so I don't want to use that. Then there's also, this is the other one that I have, and it's got a word of power as well. As well as you can see the traceries that are slotted in there right now. That enhancement level will go up to 125. Maximum level 95, minimum level 45. So basically at a certain point this will stop working. You'll want to get a higher level one. So that's why I need to go back, and there's a special room you go to and you can buy the things to put in here. I'm not going to do that tonight because it'll take a long time to figure out which ones I want and everything. But every time you get to level up your legendary items, you get a major power boost, basically. Oh, man. Let's see here. Alright, let me go back to my shared storage, go to the bags, and I'll throw all of them in there. This is how I move my carry-alls between all of my characters. So before logging out every time, I make sure to put my bags back into the shared storage so that when I log in my next character, I can easily pull them out. The bag layout that you see over there on my screen is actually customizable. Do not have enough room. Oh, I didn't know that. What kind of junk can I pull out of here? I need to pull out 4 items. There we are. I put so much stuff in this time that I ran out of slots. There we are. But I'll show you this here in just a second. So you notice that I have exactly 20 slots up here in this bag. And the reason for that, and I do it on every character I have, is that way there, whenever I pull up my bags, I know that I'm getting 20 bags out. They're right up there. When I put them in, I put them all back in from those 20. It's the easiest way to make sure that I'm not losing them or anything. And when I pull them out, like when I do this right here, I just double click. It'll go in that first slot. Double click, second slot. See, so that's why it's at the top. And the way you do that is, if I can get this to go back in here, is there's a cog right there. It's edit mode. You click that. You can see here's the other bags that you don't see because I moved the slots out of them. If I put a slot back in there, this bag will be there. When I hit this, go out of edit mode, look, bag 4 is back. Go into edit mode, grab this one. Where did I pull it from? Here, I think. Out of edit mode. Now my bags are back to the way they were. So what I do is I make bag 1 have exactly 20 slots, then put bag 2 right under it, give it a bunch of slots, and then bag 3 I put either 20 or 30 slots depending on the class what I want. I put very special items down here that I never want to get rid of, and it stays on that character. And by laying it out like this, it makes it very easy to pass your carry-alls between the shared storage and your character back and forth. You know, just little things like that. Alright, that is going to do it. Let's just read and see what popped up on my watch. That's going to do it for this particular video. Like I said, here on Twitch, and when I'm live on Twitch, X, and YouTube, this is the everything live stream type thing, and I will edit it to go to the videos. So go over to Ferone.com. You'll find the links to all my channels. But I'm going to do an outro for this video and then an intro for the next video so we can do that. So I hope y'all had a fantastic time. I had a great time as always. Yeah, I hope that y'all have a wonderful rest of your day, night, morning, or whatever time it is, wherever you are. This is Ferone the Gnome, and I'm signing off. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.